So,
Sure.
Dustin, welcome to Stage Diving with Scotty. How you
Thank
doing?
you. Thank you. Good to be back.
Yes, yes. We're all involved. There was a very long delay because of our technology incompetence. So, but Dustin is known as Yard Dad, and we met on Twitter, right?
Probably
I think so. Yeah, and then it turned, yeah, then all the other social.
Twitter, then Facebook and Instagram, and yeah.
And Dustin does daily commentary with a little bit of with some humor.
Yeah, my take on being a dad and all the things that go with, and I occasionally talk about drinking beer.
Occasionally, yeah,
Occasionally.
that's underestimated. But no, but that's what's fun. I think it was fun because I think you reached out to me first,
Probably.
and we're just like, hey, how's it going? And take a shot. I'm kind of a funny guy, or something along those lines, and just started
Sure.
following you and watching your comments and your posts, and I was like, this guy's got something to him. I like what would they say? The cut of your jib.
Yes, yes. Well, and I reached out to you because music is a great equalizer for a lot of people. And even if you don't like everything someone else likes, there's always that common ground. Even
Absolutely.
in genres that where you like a lot of stuff, there's always that one that you don't,
Yeah, yeah,
where people think you do,
yeah.
Like,
No,
oh,
yeah.
you like Nirvana, you probably love Pearl Jam. Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
that was kind of that was kind of how it was back in the day, especially in high school and junior high. It was what we were saying before everything came to a halt. It was
sure.
about in high school and junior high. It was about being sectioned off per genre or that style. The metalheads, the ravers, the ska people, all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah,
Ravers. I forgot those guys.
yeah, they're still around. I think. What do they call it? Was it called EDM?
I
Or is
have
that the
no
same thing? Is
idea.
that different?
I live in Wisconsin, so I don't think they
No further
exist here.
EDM.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, do you prefer a particular style or do you
No, it really goes with my mood. My wife listens to a lot of country music, which I'm sure a lot of your folks that watch this listen to a lot of country music.
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. People out there like to, mix the bag a little bit.
Like me, they dabble, but that's mostly all she listens to. I like classic rock. I go through my phases where I only listen to the Wu-Tang Clan. Um, so I like to change it up. Just depends on my mood and what hits me at the moment.
And what was and you said that when you're growing up, your first real like memory was what was it? You were laying in bed and your mom was just blasting Black Sabbath as if
Yeah, Iron
Iron Man.
Man, and it scared me to death. I was like, "Oh, this is not for me." And then, later on, I was like, "All right,
I can handle
yeah,
it.
yeah," but more from like a nostalgia standpoint.
Oh,
Like I remember this, and it was cool. I never really was like,
That baby's calling you.
I knew one of our kids would interrupt. I thought it would be one of mine.
yeah. Well, just dare I unpause? Next distraction.
Well, I mean, like one of the best things about music, and it's one of the best things about parenting, is the unpredictability.
Yeah. Jeez.
When you think something's going to
Uh,
happen, no. But that's the moments that you're like, oh, that was pretty funny, or you have your
yeah.
moments.
Yeah. My 14-year-old, he has autism.
Yeah.
He can be quite predictable and then sometimes surprisingly witty. And it kills us when that happens. Those are those moments where you're just like, what did you just say?
Yep,
And
100%.
love that. I love those moments. Even my little one does that here and there. He's definitely a little more planned out with his punchlines.
Right.
But so I want to ask you, actually, not involved with music though, but because of your sort of witticisms throughout the day, do you? So I'm assuming that you're probably a huge comedy fan.
I am. Yep. Watched, I remember SNL and Mad TV and In Living Color. Growing up, In Living Color was hands down my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, until Chris Farley, you gotta love a fat funny guy.
Yeah.
That's how I got my wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a fat funny guy.
Is she nearby? Is she watching you?
She's upstairs.
Oh, okay. Just tell her don't watch this episode.
No, she won't anyway.
Though she seems like quite the spitfire as well. I mean, her little post here and there, man. I'm just like, wow, you got one on your hands there.
Yeah, no shame in her game, and it's always more fun for me when she plays along.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that stuff is actually just either slightly exaggerated conversations we actually have, things that happen in our house. It's not like I'm not so organized that I sit down and I take time to write no, it's like 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, I gotta post by 7. What's funny?
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Shut up, I'm sleeping. There you go. That just where the wife is.
Yeah. I say good morning. She said, get out or I'll stab you.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Everybody else can relate. Then I chugged a beer.
Breakfast. All right.
Yes, breakfast beers. That's a Wisconsin thing.
Oh my Lord.
Shower beers, breakfast beers.
That's just too much.
Bloody Marys all come with beers.
There's a chaser.
Yeah.
Bloody Marys? What?
Yeah, I didn't know you needed to chase something that's tomatoey with a beer, but I don't hate it.
Well, it's got alcohol. I'm good.
Yep. And you generally only pay for the Bloody Mary, so buy one, get one.
So how it is in Wisconsin?
Yeah. I think they give them out at lunch for the kids.
Oh,
no, just kidding.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2. I have a stepson who's 8 going on 9, and then I have Bennett who is 2 going on 3 on the 20th.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
Yeah, so a little bit of age difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's awesome being 41 with a 2-year-old. Yeah. I have friends whose kids are in college.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're potty training.
That's what.
It is not a fun process.
No.
And he doesn't want to do it. So it's even worse.
Oh, really?
So it's literally me sitting him on the toilet, us staring at each other for 15 minutes until I get tired of looking at him sitting on the toilet. Then I take him off and he goes somewhere and pees.
Oh, my Lord. Wow. Is that stubborn, huh?
Yeah.
Is that your stubbornness or your wife's stubbornness?
No comment. I've already eliminated myself enough.
Oh, come on. You already called her Chris Farley. I'm sorry. You didn't call her that.
For the record, I only called her a fat, funny guy.
Oh, that's true. That's what I meant. Oh,
so
Lord.
at her trial, they will just play this back
There you go.
as to why she killed me, and she will walk away scot-free.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any last words? What do you keep on looking at over there?
My wife.
You said she was upstairs.
She came down bringing down laundry and was being a goofball off camera. So when I said she was there, of course, she ran away.
Okay, there you go. I don't want to be heard.
Yeah, no, don't want to be seen. I think that's
more importantly, right?
Yeah, she's ready for bed, and it's the whole no
makeup, hair looks like an all-day thing. Yeah,
beautiful, just beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I gotta ask you. So, what? I know you go up and down with your posts and your different moods for music and stuff. But
sure.
Are you trying to still? I knew you were talking about starting on like podcasts or doing silly videos, or is any of that coming to fruition? Have you worked on that any further, or nothing like that? No.
I told you I'm not a planner, so that's the bad part. I almost need like another half to like reel me in and go, hey, that's a good idea. maybe you should look at this and this, where I just like vomit ideas. And I'm like, this would be funny and this would be awesome. You know, I've had ideas for like little web series, and I tried to do this is how you make a drink. I was going to make a special drink and show people how to make it. Then I got nervous staring at myself on the phone and forgot ingredients. And then I started drinking it, and then it was just downhill from there. And
I mean, that could have been funny, the reaction from the mess that you made and called it a drink.
yeah, I mean, it still tasted fine,
Yeah.
but you know, when you forget, you know, the juice and it's all just liquor. I got the important parts.
I can't remember what I mixed. I mean, but it tastes great.
Sure. And when I couldn't feel my legs, I knew it was right.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's poking down her head again.
Yeah, she's back again.
Oh. You just spray.
Brenda with the camera.
Don't make me point this at you.
That's right. I think she's sneaking cookies.
Oh, sweet Lord. What's your favorite cookie?
Oreos.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You don't like homemade stuff?
My mom was not that person. So.
No?
No.
Oh. Not a grandma or a... all right.
Not a lot of cookers in my family. Our favorite treat around here right now is popcorn.
I noticed that from a couple of your posts. Was it?
Oh, yeah.
And
we made Oreo popcorn last night.
I
So
didn't
cookies and cream popcorn. We've done peanut butter and chocolate. I'm talking about it, and she's going to make me make some when I get off here. We've done turtle popcorn, churro popcorn.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, it's awesome.
I didn't know you could do all that with that. But I mean, if that's your thing, that's
look where there's a will.
Or a stomach.
Yes.
hungry eyes. Yes, there's a way.
Yeah.
It'll be made. No, that's hilarious, man. Any ones that stick out that you liked more than others?
All
Besides
of them.
Oreo.
They were all good. Like I didn't make
Those
one
sneakers?
that was bad. The worst one was the zebra one, which was white chocolate and regular chocolate, but it was still good. I don't know.
Chocolate. I used to love white chocolate. I can't stand it now.
Really?
I'm like my wife. Like, it's gross.
That's fair.
There's just, you know what I think it was? And maybe it was just an overindulgence of white chocolate when I was growing up. And then I think it just got to the point where my whole taste changed. I even like lemons now, and I used to hate lemons.
It's like me and tequila.
No.
We are not friends anymore.
So just beer, huh? And
Yeah.
Bloody Marys?
Yeah, and whiskey, and yeah, we'll not talk about this.
Why, are you getting thirsty?
Yeah. This fridge isn't far. I got my camo on, time for a little shotgun action.
No, okay, let's not drink then.
Have you had that on your show? A little.
Oh no.
Yes.
Some things took a turn.
Yeah. Yeah. First non-musician, and then got a shotgun of beer.
Yeah.
He's from Wisconsin. It's weird. So.
Really? What in the world made you decide to go to Wisconsin?
A job.
Yeah.
I already had the girl, so it was a job.
How long you been with your job?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Where did you live originally then?
Ohio.
Ohio?
Yeah, near. What's that?
I was just say, how was it there?
Similar. I mean,
What?
similar but different. I mean, we're in Cincinnati. It's still a city, so everything's real close. And here, there's nothing. I live in a town of like 3,000 people. We have no traffic lights. We have a Quick Trip, which, if you're ever in Wisconsin, Quick Trip will blow your mind.
What is that?
It is like a gas station on steroids. So they like serve like hot food. They have like take home chicken, pizzas. It's
At a gas station?
Yes, I will have to FaceTime you sometime
Wow.
and walk through a quick trip with you. It's its own like entity, and I think they're only in Wisconsin and Iowa. I think they're called Quick Star in Iowa, but it's like a game changer as far as gas stations. You'll think everything else sucks.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Is it any good though?
yeah. The food is like, I mean, I like their chicken better than like KFC.
Oh, interesting. So the big
Yeah,
variety of different stuff.
yeah. They even have like bags of soup you can take home and heat up, frozen like Alfredo dinners that are in the crate. They look like Olive Garden. It's probably you're going to be like, this is the redneckest thing I've ever seen in my life.
See, it doesn't sound appealing because I'm on a diet now and I'm doing good. So all this really crappy food sounds
Yeah,
kind of good, but kind of like, no thanks.
because you got it from a gas
Interesting.
station.
Well, yeah, especially for a gas station. I think, really rubbery hot dogs and some really sugary drinks and really bad coffee.
Oh yeah, they got that too.
Oh, well, there you go. You said they did have it all.
Yeah, like this is a place people stop to pick up dinner. Like, oh, I'll stop by Quick Trip and grab dinner.
How funny. My goodness.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I started Yard Dad when I moved up here out of boredom and avoidance of my kids. They would wake up and want to watch something on TV. I wouldn't watch it. I'd go sit out in the backyard, and it's like, what's funny? And I just started it on my own Facebook page. And
isn't it funny like how, okay, so so my band's on like 3 or 4 outlets, I think.
Sure.
And then stage diving with Scotty is, I think, on 3 or 4 as well. And it's so funny to see which ones gather momentum or gain momentum, and other ones are just like almost like crickets. And it's just like, how funny just how each one's so different and the response is so different. And then and one's like your Facebook is like huge, at least huge in the sense that 1,000 responses is, or 1,000 likes or whatever is pretty big, at least for someone like us where we're kind of a little more small.
Yeah, I tell people, they're like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, I'm just a dad. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, I just do this for fun. Are you a comedian? No. I've had people ask me, hey, would you want to come to this benefit?
No, you don't. You don't think you could do comedy, actual like stand up?
Yeah, I just don't support benefits. No, just kidding. I don't. It's different, like, because I'm not like a great storyteller.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Well, look at Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright's very bland. He's got the tone, and he's got all one-liners that are just killer. He's not a storyteller necessarily.
Right.
He's more of the one-liner guys. And
or like
Jay Moore and whoever else are more storytellers.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of comics, and Mitch Hedberg was a one-liner guy.
Yeah.
Tom Segura is more of like a storyteller. Yeah. Bill Burr.
Yes.
I love Bill Burr.
Oh, that guy, God almighty.
But everybody just waits for him to like fly off the handle, which that's what they want to see. You don't want to hear him just have a nice, soft conversation about his kids. You want to know what really just takes it up a level.
I watched this special again, like I think a couple of weeks ago, his newest one, and my God, I just love his response. And when it could be just his reaction, just a yeah, anything with this, just his mannerisms, and just kills me because I listen to his podcast as well, like his Monday morning podcast, and then I think him and Bert Kreischer have a podcast, and I just love that guy's just view. He just does not care about anybody's whatever. It's him. Just deal with it.
But it's funny, what we think is funny, our wives often don't think is funny.
No, not at all. Potty jokes, ding dong jokes. It just
Yard dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife had to like lean into that eventually, and now occasionally she'll like laugh. She did like a bunch of them, but that's because I took her phone. So, hey. Ozzy.
You know, it was all Ozzy's fault. He started this. It was just a very long progression.
I think he had enough drugs in him that it killed COVID.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, some of those guys, all the drugs that they did, like, holy cow, how did you live that long? Like,
yeah. Well, even like, well, look at I know he's a little more modern, but like Steve-O, like Steve-O, wow, what a story that guy had of just the insanity of drugs and still living. You know,
yeah,
I'm glad he got straight, but man, what a story of just an overabundance of self-abuse and just insane drugs with no like he just didn't limit himself whatsoever. That was crazy.
talk about anything for a like, right?
Oh my goodness, yeah, especially before the internet. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, the original. I remember the original film, the videos I saw, the CKY videos.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, Camp Kill Yourself. Clever.
Yeah, right on the nose.
Yeah, I had a bunch of friends that were skateboarders. That's how I got into punk music. But they would watch these videos, and I'd go over and I'm like, "What is this?" Yeah. And we'd
ourselves taking dumps and skateboarding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're like 17, 18, just laughing our butts off at these guys punching each other in the nuts. You know, that's comedy. That is something I can get behind. So, okay, music question for you.
Yes. So yeah, we have to talk about music a little bit.
Sure, but I know at some point there had to be a band that you loved that now you look back and you're like, I didn't know anything about anything and they were terrible.
That's hard because I've had sort of the opposite reaction, or I would almost say it's not a braggy thing, but it's like I feel like I grew up out of it. I because I had the you know the attitude is my group's better than yours, or that group sucks, that music sucks, and
of course.
And I even teased the guys from Names Without Numbers yesterday about Ryan, the lead singer, liking Kesha and Taylor Swift.
Sure.
I was just being silly with it, but I understand they're making millions. I'm not. They know what they're doing, you know.
It's fair.
But yeah, that I used to. Who did I used to know? Oh yeah, one of the ones I think I even said it on one of my early episodes of Stage Diving was Yellow Card. I used to not like them at all, but I think it was more of a jealousy thing because I was in a band that was trying to get somewhere, and then here's this really poppy song as Ocean Avenue, and they're making their videos, and there's a violin, and then they're different. They got a violin in their punk band, and they're doing backflips and throwing the guitars around them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yawn. And I think deep inside I really like the song, and I never went with it. I never went with them. And so I think later on, I think it was maybe probably 10 years ago or so, I was listening to no, it wasn't Spotify, it was Pandora. I stopped listening to them. But Pandora, and they popped on there with one of their more recent albums. And I was like, who is this? And I listened, I'm like, holy crap, that's a great catchy song. That's a great riff.
Yeah.
And that I said Yellow Card, I'm like, I'm gonna have to give them a tumble again. And I did, man. And I love their stuff. And I actually got to go see them 2 or 3 times. And I even tried to take this one with me. And it was Newfound Glory and Yellow Card, and I think maybe one other band, I can't remember who it was, and they were playing in I think somewhere in Sacramento, I think, and Newfound Glory played first, and he couldn't handle it, just a lot for his ears, the sensibility and stuff, and so we even give him some headphones and stuff to listen to or to plug, and it just became too much, and I was just trying to get him like, hey, let's dance maybe, or something, just really trying to get him into it. But it failed, and I didn't even get to see the rest of Newfound Glory's set or even see Yellow Card again. But that was right before they broke up too, so I was really bummed. Gotcha. But I was trying to. But anyways, yeah. So to answer your question, I know I'm very long-winded, but Yellow Card was one of those bands that I did not like, and then I grew to love. So do you have any of those?
That I didn't like but came to love.
Yes.
I'm too stubborn for that.
No, you don't grow.
Yeah, no, I don't grow as a person. I really am narrow-minded. I hate most things. No.
Oh no.
Uh, I
Or
mean,
did you have an opposite one where you liked one and then realized later on, like, what the heck was I thinking?
and why is it Limp Bizkit?
Oh, it's so funny you said that real quick. Nate Parrish and I have been talking about, we were talking about Creed a week ago. We were talking about Creed. We were texting each other. And then I mentioned about Limp Bizkit and he goes, oh, that's a whole new level, man.
Yeah, because I mean, it was also like simple and so like corny, but at the time, I was like an angry teenager that was like, yeah, I did it all for the nookie too. Someday I'll know what that means.
Yeah, right.
So,
That's funny because that now that I listen to it, because I did that after our conversation, him and I went back to go ahead and like, okay, I'll give it a shot again. I'll listen to it.
yeah.
And I actually kind of like $3 Bill, the first album.
Yes, $3 bill, y'all. Yeah.
It has some really sick riffs. And the thing is, I always really admired Wes Borland's guitar playing because he's a riff guy. And I love the noises and the riffs that he makes. And it was sick, especially off of that album. And then you listen to Significant Other, and I'm like, yeah, there's some good stuff. And then the next one was like, okay. But here's the problem. I think, and here I won't dog Limp Bizkit, but I think it just became too much when almost every other line Fred was always saying, Limp Bizkit's in the house, the biscuit, the limp, something, the variation of, it was like every song was kind of very similar with that delivery, and it just kind of got old. But as far as the talent, the band really did have a lot of talent. Regardless, they had some catchy songs and some sick riffs at times too. So
sure, we had that. We got that demo, the $3 bill y'all demo, at like way ahead of time, and we burned up Faith, and I think Stuck was the other song on it. And like I knew all the words to Stuck before. I probably still know most of the words to Stuck. Lyrics get stuck in my head.
Yeah.
If I try to learn a song, I can't. But somehow I'll pull out all the words of Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang. And my wife had no clue what I was talking about.
Oh my gosh. Boy, is that bringing back memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not another one that, I adored for a while, then realized, this isn't for everybody.
No, that was more, what's the word I'm looking for? Novel.
But it was right up my alley. I mean, that's just me as a person. I like the more absurd, the funnier I think it is. There
was a time and place for that. Like, the sort of like one hit wonder stuff, like Crash Test Dummies and Melon and some of that stuff.
See, I didn't love Crash Test Dummies.
No, you didn't like the song?
No, that was terrible. In my opinion. And like looking back as you try to do something like I'm trying to do my page, you're doing your music, you respect like the work that went behind it, even though that it may not be for you. Mm-hmm. There was something in it for everybody, and they all really had a hustle to them to get to that. It's rare that someone's just like, you're going to be funny. Come on.
Yeah.
And it's all sometimes breaks, and some of my posts that do really well, it's because someone took them to a bigger page than mine and shared them in the room.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden I get 1,000 new likes on the page, and I'm like, oh, I am hilarious. I will rub this in my wife's face. And that's kind of the goal of getting to 10,000. I'm at 8,600 right now, which is close.
That's
but cool, yeah, I told her at 10,000. She said we wouldn't get to 10,000, and I am ready to just rub it in her face. Not celebrate.
Wow. Love, man. Love.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
You have to try to one up your significant other daily, or else is it even worth being in a relationship?
Well, I think you guys should do a yard mom and see who can have a challenge.
She'll win.
Oh, okay.
I tried to see if she
Despite
wanted.
because you're a man.
Yes, it is. You know, post a picture on Twitter and have half a boob hanging out, and she'll have more people than I do in a week.
You're probably right. That's the sad thing, right?
Yeah. Every time she comments on one of my posts, 3 people that follow me follow her.
Oh.
And they're all guys.
I ended up following her too because I was like, oh yes.
How dare you?
I was like, yes, your mom's here. Ooh, this could be fun.
And I tried to have her do a podcast with me. Call it I Love When Mom and Dad Fight.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know what to talk about. I was like, I never do. I just open my mouth. Oh, we're being wrecked by Mini Me here. Hey.
Oh.
Easy. Say hi.
Hi. Oh, is that Woody?
Oh yeah.
Woody, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you changed your hair. Wait, where's your hat? Where's your cowboy hat?
Where's your cowboy hat, buddy?
Oh.
Yeah. That's my twin, apparently.
There you go. You shrunk. You look good. Really, really, really young.
Yes. Yes.
Suck in your mouth. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, hi. Hi, yard son.
Yes. All right, get down. Get off the table. Where's your mother?
Running away from the camera.
Yeah, I was on a podcast before and referred to him as the ghost of sex past. So, yeah.
Oh boy. Well, man, it's getting to that time where it's going to kick me off anyway. So
yeah.
But hey, thanks for talking with me.
I'm not sure what we accomplished.
We didn't accomplish a thing, Dustin. we ranted like just 2 dads and then maybe some music in between. So I don't know if this is stage dive with Scotty or if this is just 2 dads and a camera. Wait, no, that sounds horrible.
Whoa, fella. I was only kidding about the OnlyFans.
Yeah, well. Well, I mean, hopefully it's just, could be something fun later, maybe something different. I don't know, but I enjoy.
Sure, yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Actually, talk to you, sort of face to face.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, yeah, it was good. I mean, we've sent messages back and forth. We talked about linking up on this, and I just have a tendency to get ADD and take a conversation to somewhere where I was like, wait, what was the original question?
Yeah, I do that all the time too.
Yeah.
No, I gotcha. No, man, but thank you for taking some time. I know it's a little bit late for you, but
sure.
Yeah, thanks for just talking, chatting. So yeah, maybe we could do this again and just rant about nothing again.
I like it. Play to my strengths.
Yeah, well, there you go. All right, man. Well, I hope you have a good night, and tell your mom I said hi.
Will do.
Tell her not to run away from the camera.
Next time she'll have to doll up.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. I'll give some heads up ahead of time.
All right, sounds good. See you, buddy.
Have a good night.